Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day outside. Looking at the gorgeous blue skies, the sunshine is really, well, it feels like it's warming. So I'm really happy about that. The thing is, it's a bit windy, not overly much, and I'm listening to the birds out the window, which I absolutely adore. I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Yes, I'm earlier than usual because today, Wednesday, the 18th of September 2024, I have got a day of volunteering. So I start in about an hour at the workplace. So I'm needing to go early with our live stream. So welcome, and to those especially who are mostly probably going to be in replay. I can see that I've got Margaret who's watching from Instagram, so I'm happy that that's working properly. Lovely to have you joining in. And for anyone else, I can just see Shaz's comment there, so good morning to you, Shaz. Lovely to have you on board from such an early hour. It is a bit earlier. Let's get into it though, because we are here for the cards. Tune into your psychic senses, your spirit guides, and that gut feeling that you get when looking at the cards. See what you feel and think as you're seeing them. Oops, I forgot to get my Apple Pencil at the right time. I'm going to read the Our card first, and then we'll get going with the rest of them. So health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, and faithfulness the best relationship. Isn't that a lovely saying? And I'm trying to get it focused in so we can see who it actually came from, and it's not focusing very well. Let me just have a look. It is a Buddhist teaching. That's what that says underneath. It's a Buddhist teaching. What a shame it's not focusing very well. My webcams are starting to probably be a bit tired after 8 years, 9 years, 10 years of being in use. I'll blame that. They've done a good job. They've done a good job. They'll continue to do a good job as well, because I know they will. The tools that we have, we're so grateful for what we can use in these days of intriguing, fast-paced technology, isn't it? So, and Shaz is saying, from bed and cuddles with Paris, her cat. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Have you only got the one left? Aunt Mary, you only did have the two, wasn't it? Mary and Paris in the end. Yeah, sad about dear Mary. And my son's doggy, Oscar. Yeah, anyway, life goes on, doesn't it? And they're in better places sometimes when they're not in good health. Let's have a look at the cards. What we have as our central theme for the day today is the letters. And in the home space, we've got the labyrinth. We haven't had the labyrinth for a while. And what we have in the workspace is the coffin. That was here yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It has been this week anyway, so far. Okay. Let's get back to the letters. This is the central card and the theme. Communication. So anything that's in its written form, so either you're writing in a journal, books, letters, or texting. It can be the texting form, the way we use our technology now. It is in that little bit more formal-ish type of a communication. It's not just for the personal stuff, though. When you look and feel into the communication we have that's letters, it actually does tend to be that more personalised and personal. It's one-to-one. It's not from one to broad out like you'd write books and the rest, because that you're expecting others to read, more of others to read. This is the one-to-one communication that you have of writing to a particular person. So be mindful of who you're communicating with today in the form of texting and how it's coming in as well as going out. Okay, because you might be receiving those types of messages that's from someone specifically, or you might be sending it out. So mindfulness around that and awareness. Okay, and then we have, oh, hang on, let's have a look here at the comments. Just notice before I go to the next explanation, we've got Shawana here. good morning to you as well. Hello to everyone from Shawana. And then, okay, yes, the autocorrect added the S. I thought you only had Paris now. So, and Shawana again with that lovely love heart face. I do enjoy the emojis. And you've been using a diary for planning your future projects. Yes, and it's a lovely diary that you use too. So that is a personal way of communicating. It's to self as reminders, isn't it? So that is our overall theme for the day today. In connection with how we are using or how we've got the labyrinth in our home space, now that's a little more interesting because it may involve others and it may be just our own solo journey. And you've got your emails from your sisters, re your mother's care and all that. Yes, that's the personal type of thing that we're looking at, isn't it? Right, so look, are you feeling lost? You're feeling like you're being caught in that maze of life. That's sort of the message that I'm getting here. It does feel like we're being a bit caught, but don't be feeling alone because it is that we've got. It's not like those hide yourself in a maze like the Labyrinth, the movie and stuff like that. It is where we can ask for help. We can see part of what that path is around us. It may not be fully revealed as if it was lower and you're looking at the whole plan in front of you. It is a bit like life is and what some of the surprises of our daily, home space does bring us. Those little surprises of dead ends and it feels like, oh God, I've got to backtrack. Well, the path is our own and it is something that we are creating as we're moving through life. So have that awareness of how you are influencing it yourself with what your own beliefs and intentions are. What do you really want? Where do you want to go? Where are you shifting and focusing your energy? It's not always just forward. We do get the distractions of our sideways peripheral visions and maybe look behind us occasionally. What is your focus to move forward? And that's the beauty of life. It doesn't have to always be forward. We can just stand still or sit in that central space and contemplate. There's a time for every part and aspect of our journey through life. So in our home space, take the time when you need to. Move forward when you need to. Don't feel bad about needing to go back sometimes because the lesson can be repeated until we've learnt it really well. And yet we are still always moving forward. It's that sort of perception that we have, there is that all-encompassing surrounding energy of everything at once. And we're just choosing what way we're facing. And is it really that we can face backwards? No, our face is forward. We can't change the position of our face as such. So have that awareness of what is going on around you, which do you want to focus on. And it does involve others who are in your family and connecting with you. That's why we've got the communication in the text form, in writing of sorts, with a letter as well. We are meant to be communicating with each other. And now, before I jump into that one, I'll go through further comments. And here we've got Kim saying good morning as well. Good morning, Kim, with your beautiful emojis there. And Keza, all the way from Victoria, good morning to you. And that's the way that you feel now after mum and dad have passed. Yes, lost. That's right. It can be that. It doesn't, life doesn't give us, doesn't give us guarantees of how we live it, but it certainly gives us the guarantee that we enter our life, we are alive, and we leave our life. And that's what the coffin is showing here. Coffin is about death. It's not always about those, the body death. It's other things and processes and projects and all sorts of things that can be completed and moved on with. So for you, Keza, allow whatever time it takes and what you need for that grieving process, because even if it's in the workspace, there is process to things that we have completed, things that have moved on. And of course, there's sometimes death in some form. Even workplace death can be tragic. Have experienced that. move through it in giving grace and compassion to those around us who have things that are completed. And I know for myself, once it's the excitement of new ideas and building up the project and having it come to fruition and really doing well, and then, oh, what's next? It's that peak that then gives us the drop. What is next? That can be that feeling. That can be a grief process in itself. Allow the slide into what can be that lull between, and allow the project, the next focus, the next idea, the next part of what is needing to be to come to fruition, even if it's just thoughts and ideas, and then building up the next project or whatever it is that you do in your workspace, next event, anything. It's shifting the energy. So we are cleaning out from things that have been completed and moving through to allowing fresh space for new things to be created and moved into. Okay, so that's what those cards are about. I'll leave them there for a minute while I check the next comment, because Kim's mentioning my work has been fantastic. Re your mum's passing. Take as much time as you need. And isn't that wonderful that we have people around us who allow that time and who give us the space? That is wonderful. So thanks for sharing that, Kim. So there we go with our cards. It is about the communication and allowing fresh, new beginnings and endings, after endings. I'm getting wobbled around. I think it's because here it is, there's that labyrinth. I love mazes on the, puzzle book mazes. So I'm really feeling a bit excited about that, because it does present some fun. Because that's how I see those types of things. They are fun, as much as frustrating to a degree. So thank you very much for that, Margaret. I can see your comment there. I can't show it on screen. It's an emoji it's the little heart one with the beautiful gift wrapping. Thank you so much. And thank you from Keza. And thank you. Margaret, it does show up. I can show it. Instagram has let me put the comment up. Well, there you go. New discovery. Let me do that. So I probably did before and I've forgotten. Thank you so much for that. Every single one of us has the opportunity in so many different forms to be who we are. Sometimes we forget that it is our strength, our thoughts and process of putting the focus on where we want to move forward to. That is the strength, even just the thoughts, and then we move on it and do. We don't have to be everything to everyone. Be true to yourself first and being the best you that you can be. So Kez is saying it to everyone to have a beautiful day as well. And a thank you from Sharon. So keep being the best you, and I'll see you tomorrow at the 8 o'clock rather than the 7:30. So keep being the best you, and namaste.